Balatro. This is a tough review for me to approach because Balatro is one of the most critically acclaimed games ever, atop being a combination of two of my favorite things, those things being roguelites and poker. There's also a ton of originality present here, endless replayability, the option to see how far you can push successful runs beyond the technical end of the game, randomness which promotes loads of on-the-fly strategy changes, experimentation, and much more. I'll even cop to still wanting to spend time with the title, like a mildly addictive fix which keeps whispering to me, probably because it's so easy to pick up and put down. So this is sounding like a mountain of positives, and my score seems like it can't possibly be right? Sadly, 6 is where I land no matter how hard I try to stretch the pros in favor of a 7. The fact is that I like this game, little more. Going further, I'd rather play a simple Sudoku generator than this at the end of the day, because Balatro manages being both mindless at times and thought overkill at others. You'll likely settle into a rhythm of safe gameplay here, which is dull, and you'll often feel like you're swimming uphill when experimenting. Nearly nothing carries over from run to run, so you'll never get the feeling that you're some character who's slowly being empowered through time invested. The game actually just gets harder and harder just as you think you've begun figuring out how to curb stomp its design. Completing the trophy list is a Herculean absurdity. You're never fighting an enemy so much as you're beating a score requirement or a game modifier. Very little is explained well to you. I'm not the biggest fan of the user interface, and there's no story here to keep you engaged. While I do think the notion of churching up a solo poker experience is a brilliant one, I do not believe this experience will be as engrossing as most critical reviewers have let on to most players who aren't into deck building games, or those who want to feel like they're playing solitaire meets Yahtzee inside a casino designed for one player at a time. You'll spend way more time making changes to your deck after each round than you do actually playing a given round, which gets very tiring for me, since there's no permanence involved in said decisions beyond the current run. It would be like if Dead Cells offered you new loadout options after every enemy you killed. In short, there's a crucial element or two lacking here for me to be able to call the game great. Things like multiplayer, some real deal enemies, a storyline, character advancement, viable variety among most builds, and so on. I genuinely dig this experience for what it provides, but am consistently haunted by the potential of the more it could have been each and every time I play. Much the way the gameplay loop of Hades would quickly feel flat if not for the engrossing storyline and character upgrades, Balatro hits me like a tasty soda in serious need of fizz. I'm drawn to its flavor, but will tend to favor those less interesting drinks which come with plenty of CO2. Oh, and while it looks like this game's platinum trophy is achievable, the requirements are so time, skill, and RNG intensive that currently no guide even exists that I could find. So not a trophy chase I'd recommend, even if I am still having fun chasing some minor unlocks. It's a good game to use for passing time on a bus or in a waiting room, but it's never going to be one I recommend to every gamer as a must play.